We're live at the Moshood Abiola Sports Complex in Abeokuta, where the combined African under 18 and under 20 athletics championships are currently holding. This is the third edition of the championship. The first edition was in Abidjan in 2019, and then the second was 2 years ago in Zambia. And Chris, the competition has now come here to our home turf
Yeah,
in
but you
Nigeria.
should have started by saying that you were in Abidjan for the first edition of this
Yeah, that's
championship.
true.
Yemi and Deji Adeosi were in Abidjan for Making of Champions. And here we're back in Nigeria.
Yeah.
This is my first, interestingly, this is my first African Junior Championship.
Interestingly, Chris.
Yes. I'm happy that this is right here in Nigeria, and it's been an exciting one day so far.
Yeah.
2 days actually.
Yeah, 1.5 days, right?
Yeah.
Like we had one day yesterday, which was like half just the afternoon session, and then we had the morning
Yeah.
session today. But I mean, it's been very intense, it's been competitive, and it's actually been very, very engaging as well. How would you describe the championship, and how have you found it?
Oh well, I think the championships it has been exciting from a neutral perspective. I'm trying
Chris, are
not
you
to
neutral?
Yes, exactly. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. Maybe because Nigeria is hosting, so I want to be neutral.
Yeah.
I want to believe that I'm neutral. But I think it has been an exciting championship so far. It has been very, very interesting. And we've seen remarkable performances. It's been 1.5 days, and there have been good, outstanding performances to talk about. And yeah, this is what the championship is about: discovering new talents, discovering the next generation of athletes who are going to, do great things for Nigeria. It might interest you to know that the 2019 edition of the African Junior Championships that was held in Abidjan, we had athletes like Enoch Adegoke, Favor Ofili,
Yes.
representing Nigeria there in Ivory Coast, and I think Rosemary Chukwuma was there as well.
Nigeria took a large team there. We're
Yes.
almost 100 athletes.
Yes,
At
exactly.
the time, yeah.
Almost
It's a
100.
combined under 18 and under 20 team.
Yeah, and we have 92 here in Abeokuta, so it's almost close
Similar.
to 100. Yeah, so the point I was trying to make is that those championships give young athletes the platform to flourish, to excel, to soar. And this is what they need. This is the kind of foundation they need, to take their athletics career to the next level.
And just like you mentioned, this is a platform for them, because for me, it's also a kind of unveiling. For Team Nigeria, we know a lot of these younger athletes, they've competed in Charms, MTN Charms, and other competitions. But for the younger athletes from other countries now, we're getting to see them firsthand, to see their performances, to see their potential. And we have, over 40 countries here, if I'm not mistaken, 43 countries here.
Yeah.
So getting to now know all of these athletes, because of course track and field is our business, it's what we do, and it's good that we're being introduced to these athletes and these talents at this point in time in their careers.
Yeah, so I was also impressed with South Africa with the kind of athletes they came to Nigeria with. Very young athletes. They've won a total of 6 medals already. 2 gold medals in the high jump. They dominated the high jump event. Mathieu Leroux won the gold medal in the
high jump,
in the boys high jump. They also won the under 20 women's high jump, and they won a couple of medals in the triple jump as well. So they have been doing very, very well. And people were expecting to see Bayanda Walaza here.
Yes, I know he was
here.
initially listed in the preliminary list or so.
Yes, but like there are other young athletes like Jaden Furry. We saw him walk past us a couple of minutes ago. He was going to train to prepare for his final coming up later this evening. I mean, they have been doing very well. This is what South Africa do. They give young athletes the chance to compete at competitions like this, and we get to see them. In the next 2 years, you'll be hearing some of those names I just mentioned. You'll be seeing them on a much bigger stage than
exactly
this, yeah.
Because when I saw the contingent of South Africa, over 70 athletes, I'm like, okay, this guys mean business. And when you look at it, they won the first edition in 2019. They won the second edition, both at under 20 and under 18 categories in Zambia 2 years ago. So of course, for them coming here also, that's the mindset they're coming with, and they're coming with they came with a strong team, and you can already see the performances of South Africa here. And that is what I think every African nation needs to sort of replicate. You see what they are doing. Like, Africa has talent. We can see what a lot of our athletes are doing on the world stage, right? So Africa has talent. What has been that gap? The gap we've had is transforming those talents into world-class material, but there's a lot of talent, and Africa as a nation, as a continent, we need to learn how to tap this potential because we have the talent.
Yeah, we do have the talent, but the problem is the funding. All right, you mentioned South Africa. I want to believe they properly fund sports in South Africa. That's why they have a large pool of athletes to draw from. If Nigeria, if we can fund sports almost as South Africa does, we should be competing with them, talent-wise and being able to produce world beaters. Imagine South Africa taking our own African record in the 4x1, and we can't even come close to them now. And they are world champions in the relay, something we couldn't do. So we have to really take sports seriously. We have to invest in it. We have to put money in it. I keep saying it, like, it is very, very expensive. Like, sports is not cheap. We have to put money in sports, and when we do, we are going to start seeing the rewards.
I remember speaking with a South African athlete yesterday, and he talked about them being on European tour before coming here. And this is that person's first time of representing South Africa. But even before making this debut, they were already on tour. So imagine being introduced to all of that so early in their careers. But moving away from that, Chris, what has been your most outstanding performance here? Oh, I'm sure it may not be limited to just one, but what are the performances you really enjoyed here?
So maybe, I guess this is the point people will find out that I'm not really neutral, because my best performance so far, it has been two. Tohiba Jimo, the way she ran that 400 meters yesterday was quite terrific. I've never seen something like that. I was worried because she was going so hard, going well. Like, I felt like she was going to burn out before she got into the home straight. I was surprised that she had the same energy coming into the home straight and winning the race. And then there's Lucy Wanko as well, who won her 100 meters hit and qualified for the final. She ran the personal best of 11.80 seconds. So those two performances makes me not neutral, but those two performances,
you have a personal stake, Chris, in those athletes.
Yes. And I should say, people already know these two athletes joined Making of Champions just last year from MTN Champs competition, and now in 1 year they are already making names for themselves. They are already competing at the highest level at the African Junior Championships. I don't think we really saw this coming in 1 year, and it's remarkable progress what we are doing at Making of Champions, and hopefully we'll do much more better.
I love to put you on the spot, Chris. So we have the 100 meters finals today across both under 18 and under 20 levels. Who are you banking on?
So for the under 20 men, I'm going to go for Clinton, Kenya's Clinton Owatun. I hope I got that right. But I'm not writing off the South African. That's Letebe Karabo.
Karabo Letebe.
Yeah, Letebe Karabo. I'm not writing off that guy. The way he ran that heat, he was spectacular. He was looking sideways, and he still ran 10.54. So it's between the Kenyan and the South African. Then if we come to the women's category, I think Nigeria is going to do a 1, 2, 3 in all categories.
You're very sure, Chris?
For the under 20, yes. For the under 18, yes as well. So 1, 2, 3 for Nigeria under 18, 1, 2, 3 for Nigeria under 20.
Wow. Well, stay tuned to Making of Champions platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram to catch all of the action live for the evening session of the African Under 18 and Under 20 Championships taking place in Abeokuta. See you next time. Thanks for joining us.